restart our recording. I will stop and start it again. And hello, everyone. I hope that you see me. Yes, I see you. And let's start our workshop. My name is Alex Kolokov. I'm a founder of Data to Speak community, host of conference, Make Your Data Speak, and Data Visualization Award. And today I will take a free workshop for everyone about interactive dashboards, and I expect that we will have good communication. And to check our connection, make sure that you hear me and you have joined us. Please type in your comments that you see me. And my question is about your expectations of our meeting. So maybe you have a specific request for today's meeting, or maybe you have some issues when you work with data. So please write your goal, your issue, your current task, where my experience might be helpful for you. And let's start. While you are thinking over this question, I will make some introduction and share my recent experience of developing interactive data storytelling dashboards with Power BI. And this recent experience was related to International Data Visualization Contest. It was World Data Visualization Prize, founded also with by David McCandless of Information is Beautiful, and my team joined this contest in the dashboard nomination, and our goal was to demonstrate the capabilities of Power BI for such creative contests, such creative projects, and really to make competition for custom developed projects. And my position, my key idea is that all we do with Power BI, everything what I do is available for everyone, for beginners, for managers, for business users, not only highly skilled technical professionals. And let me show you what I mean. I will share my screen, and that's what we have developed. Get back to this view, and our task was to propose to offer like a template of dashboard for international organizations, for government, how to display different indicators of country development, global development. And we took SEDA indicators, and we represented them as a balance wheel. And what we finally got, we have a dashboard, and the first screen displays planet overview, and we have 10 indicators: civil society, economic stability, education, employment, environment, quality, governance, health, income, and infrastructure. And we have this Esther plot, this balance, and we see some disproportion. For example, we see that we are good in economic stability, but not so good in income or environment. And we have average value of 50 points. So maximum is 100 points. So all these indicators are balanced to the scale from 0 point to 100. And we may select any country. For example, we see that the first place that Switzerland takes the first place. And when I click this country, I see that this wheel is enough balanced, except indicators of environment, employment, and education. But in general, it's well balanced. And I may select any region, for example, South Asia, and sees that there are a lot of disproportion of sub-Saharan Africa, Latin America, and different regions have different drivers. For example, Middle East is good in infrastructure, health, quality, but not good in civil society, environment. And also when I select any region or any country, I see this dynamics of this rating and how it was performed for the last 10 years. For the base, we took a decade from 2010 to 2020. And the next point that I can tap any sector at this ester plot, for example, economic stability, and look at the dynamics and ranking by this indicator. And I see that Switzerland takes the first place by economic stability, but for example, when I select education, first takes Australia, second Norway, or by income, we have Luxembourg at the first place, and by regions in general, we have North America that takes first place by income. For health, first place by health by Japan, second by South Korea, and we may analyze this data from different points of view, but staying at the same screen. That's the advantage of interactive single screen dashboard. And we may discover these indicators and also compare positions for previous years. For example, who took the first place before? Norway, the 2016. It was for Norway for many years, except 2020, which shifted all the trends, and we've got Switzerland as the first place. That's how it works. Let me check your comments. 1 second. I'll get back to my chat. I don't see any comments, so I'll continue, but I will repeat my question to all the participants. So what is your expectation for current workshop, or maybe what is your question, what is your issue in your working with your data? And I'm going to help you. I'm going to discuss your expectations, problems, and this workshop. So let's continue. I go back to my dashboard. So what I wanted to demonstrate that it's not a static, not a poster, not a static slide. It's interactive screen. And also what we have, what my clients usually ask. Yes, I see average indicators, 80 points, but how we got this value? And when I hover this total, I see the indicators which are drivers of this total value. And here we have values in different measures. For example, for infrastructure, in access to electricity, we have a percentage. Individuals using the internet percentage again, and mobile cellular subscriptions per 100 people, we have even more than 100. And other indicators, for example, for income, we have GDP, and also indicator of poverty headcount ratio, again in percentage. That's how it finally works, this interactive dashboard. We may drill this data by category. We may drill it down by region, by country. Also, we have ranking positions, who has fallen, who has risen, and I watch all the countries which have upgraded this rating, and also who has fallen. And that's an average overview for the planet. But when I look from the position of a specific country or specific department in the corporation, I'm not interested by first place, second place, maybe when my position is number 67. And I'm interested in my competitors, my neighbors. That's why we developed another one view for the country. And when I go to the country section, I may select any country. On the previous search, I have United Arab Emirates, and I see their balance wheel. So total 67.5, good enough. And but it's not so balanced. Infrastructure, income, health, but civil society, education, environment are not so good. And our feature is this bar chart where we have highlighted United Arab Emirates and their rank 32nd place, and their neighbors or competitors: Malta, Israel, Slovakia, Qatar. And also we may compare any indicator, a general CAD, compared to region, for example, their home region, for example, Europe and Central Asia, but we may compare it with a specific country. For example, what we have, Slovakia. I will use search. Where is Slovakia? Slovakia. And I may compare this trend of yellow graph of Emirates and the blue graph Slovakia. And the same way, compare any indicator, for example, employment. And we see how good Emirates are in employment, but Slovakia is growing from 37 point on the bottom of 2013 and 58 by 2020, and they perform very good. That's the difference between view from top to bottom, and this view not even from the inside, but something between. And it's an important point when you develop real dashboards for your customers, and when we have a point of view of executive board or CEO and the different needs, for example, for manager of business unit or department, the same data. Data may be the same, but visualization will be different. Not even visualization, but some details, some default values, filters, and other points. And if you're here with me, type in your comments which country do you want to watch at this balance wheel. I will get back to my comments again. Okay. I don't. Okay. If there's no specific request for this overview, let's go to our practice session. And what I want to demonstrate today, that all this, not even all this current dashboard, it's complicated enough, but the basic principles of interaction are available for everyone. And I will show you another one use case. Here we are in the Power BI, and it's a simple sales funnel report. And let me tell you another one story, and we will start our technical practice. So what do we have? We have data about sales process. We have we had 100 companies in our marketing list. We've got 55 leads, 35 presentation, 15 offers, and 5 contracts. And we have team of 4 salespersons: Alex, Maria, Victor, and Peter. And when I select any person, I have a filtered view of each person. For example, I see that Alex has 2 contracts, and his funnel looks good. It looks balanced. But when I look at the Maria's funnel, I see the significant difference. So funnel of Alex is balanced, but Maria has a bottleneck. At this step. Sorry, I'll select it again. At this step from company list to lead, and there's a conversion of 33 points, 33%, when Alex has conversion 62. But when Mary goes to the next stages, from lead to presentation, from presentation to offer and final contract, she has a good conversion, and her conversion is better than Alex has. What's the difference? And I may assume that Maria has problems with cold calls from company list and to appoint a meeting, and but Alex is well in this process. And we have we may see the different bottleneck when we look at the funnel of Victor. He's good in lead generation, 70% conversion, but from presentation to offer, he has lower conversion. I see that the width of this bar is lower, and finally he had just 1 contract. And and the last person, Peter, has no contracts. But if we will look at these graphs of his dynamics, I see that they are rising, all of them, presentations, offers, and I see that he started later, but performs well. And maybe next month he will achieve his goal and sign the contracts. And really, if I will select all the months per 3 months, I see that Peter has achieved his goal, 6 contacts, and really he was good enough. And really, Maria and Victor, they started to work together because Victor is good in lead generation, but Maria is good in deal closing. She closed the deals to the final contract. And now I will show you how we develop this dashboard using standard visuals of Power BI and some basic design principles. And let's go to our technical session. I will share the link to the source data, and you may work with me. 1 second. I will send this link. In the comments. Okay, I added this file and let's continue. So I will launch new Power BI file and get data from Microsoft Excel. Take 1 second. I will find this path. If someone works real time with me, please let me know. So I'm connecting to my sales report. Let me show this data. So we have this flat table with the date, salesperson name, and columns with indicators: company list, lead, presentation, offer, and contract, and weekly record by each salesperson and their. So at start we had 20 companies, and some weeks they added new companies, but each week they reported about their presentations, offers, and contracts. And when I select this sheet and in the preview, I see the same data, numeric format. In general, I think that's enough. I select and press load. And my data is clear, so I have these values. Company numeric, company list, contracts, date, leads, presentation, and my category with salesperson. Let's start. Let's start from the most popular visual, not even popular, but inspiring and unusual, this funnel. Let's build this funnel, and I will select these indicators according to the sales process. I have companies in my list, and when I select measure, Power BI automatically offers me to build a bar chart. Company list, the next stage is lead generation, presentation, offer, and contract. and it looks like stepstones bars, but I will switch them to the funnel. Just one click and I have a funnel. Looks good. And really we have for the next, at the next stage, we will upgrade this visual, but basically it looks good enough. Let's go to the next. So I deselect this visual and I will select category salesperson and value contract. And now I have a table because I started from category, and I will switch this table to the bar chart. And this magic feature of Power BI, when I tap the bar, I filter the rest visuals this dashboard. So it's by default. I need to set any interactions, but later I will explain the difference in these interactions. And the next step, I need to develop these line graphs by lead, by presentation, offer, and date. I will select date. By default, I have this hierarchy. I will switch them to the area chart, to this area chart. But when I select, when I switch it to the line, I see nothing. For example, column chart, again, it will not display because I need to select an indicator, and I will select lead. Now I have a single point because we have this hierarchy: year, quarter, month, day, and I will switch this hierarchy from hierarchy to date. And now this line graph will display our weekly data. And I will have 4 similar graphs. And before I will copy and paste the similar graphs, I will make some improvements in this chart. And let's go to this formatting section and improve it. What I mean, that I want to display data labels. By default, data labels are turned off. I will turn them on. And after that, I don't need to display y-axis. Y-axis and also the label of this axis. I will spread this section and turn off the title. And what I want to do, also I want to enlarge data labels. By default, they have values 9 points. I will enlarge them to, I think, even to 12. And let's go back to report. Yes, and now I see these large values. That's how I improved my chart. And now I may copy it and paste it below and change the indicator. Here I have lead, but another one indicator is presentation. I may drop this value here, but I will delete lead and display presentation only. Again, copy and paste, Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V, and select next indicator, offer. Offer instead presentation. And I have not so many space. Below, I will move these graphs and paste it again. I will deselect presentation and click offer. And let's check it. It's all interactive. I can select any person and see his panel and his dynamics. And that's how we have got interactive dashboard in 10 minutes. I think that's great. But it's a first iteration. It's good enough for a quick start, but also we need to make some improvements inside each chart. And what we've already improved in our line graphs, we have added data values, we turned off the category, the y-axis, and the same. And I want to do the same with my bar chart, but I don't want to repeat the same actions which I did for my line chart, and I may copy the formatting, paste the formatter, this function from Microsoft Office, and really I like this button. I select it, that's my example, and I apply this formatting to this chart. And another one magic button, I see these data labels. I turned off this axis, which I don't need. And what I want to improve, if I see my title, sum of contract by salesperson contract, I don't need to display the salesperson at my x-axis. And I will go back to formatting, x-axis, not turn off, because I want to display names, but title, I will turn off the title, and I want to enlarge my categories to 12. It looks better. And also I want to edit my title. I go to general title, and I will turn off this sum off and contracts by salesperson. It looks more clear. Let's check your comments. Oh, sorry, you don't have access to this sheet. Let me. Oh, 1 second. I will try to fix this bug. Try again. I hope that you will have this success. And let's continue. So I have graded my bar chart, and I did what I've done, I reduced so I erased my useless titles. So any visual noise, repeating titles, axis, any element which don't have any function. And let's go to our funnel. The first, what I want to improve is the title. By default, we have title combined of names of our indicators, but it's too much. And I want to edit this title and just type sales funnel instead of this sum of. Sales funnel. And the same way, the names of these stages, I want to delete this sum of, and I need to fix it not in the parameters of visuals, but in the names of my fields in this section, field section, and double click the name of field, and I can edit it. Company list, leads, presentations, offers, and contracts. And again, it looks more clear. I go back to my formatting, data labels, or not even data labels, category labels, and I want to enlarge them. 10, 9, it's not enough. Always enlarge to 12. Looks better. And the same way, I want to enlarge data labels, values from 10 to 12. And I have good parameter for data values, label contents, and I may display data value. I may display % of first of, or two parameters, for example, data value and % of first or the previous. And I will select this point, % of previous, and by default I have these decimal places, but it's again it's a visual noise, because that's enough to see 59, 44, but these decimal places are not significant, and I set this parameter 0 decimal places for percentage, and here I have 45, 25, but finally I see this final conversion rate 14.9, which duplicates our final stage, and this obvious value of 100% at the start, and I want to turn them off. And it's the next point, it's the last point in this section, conversion rate. I will turn this off, and now we have more significant information, and we have reduced this visual noise. Let me go back to our great. You have access. Let's continue. And for my line graphs, we already have data labels. What I want to fix is just title, not this robotic language, sum of, lead by, but I want to type leads, dynamics of leads dynamics, presentation dynamics, offer dynamics, and contract dynamic. Offer and oh, it's again offer. I need to change my value. Contract, y-axis, and I delete offer, contract, and again I will edit my title, contract dynamics. Now we have upgraded, and the final important element of any dashboard is the title. And how to add title? Add the ribbon, insert text box, and I will type sales funnel report. I will enlarge this text to 24, put it on top. Yes, I don't have a background. So, and add the space between these visual elements. So I have landed, and now we finished the second stage of small improvements inside each visual. But our final dashboard has a color coding, and from green to red means like hot. We have a hot client, and the process of growing, warming up of our clients from green, fresh, yellow, orange to red. And we have the same color for contracts. If we have color coding of contract for red, it's red here, it's red here at the sales funnel, and here at this chart, and the same green lead, yellow, red, and other. And let's do it. Let's start from coloring our sales funnel. I go to visualization, colors, and we'll turn this point show all. But my default palette doesn't have green color, and really this default color scheme has some shades of blue, purple, but I don't, to be honest, I don't like it. And Powerbay has more color schemes. View. I go to the View tab on the ribbon. This default, and also accessible terms. City Park. Yes, I will select this theme city park. By default, it's green, but here we have more colors. Blue, saturated blue, orange, yellow, green, and even red. And this not cold but warm colors. And for company list, we will have neutral gray. Leads, I will leave them green. Presentations, yellow. Offers, orange. And contracts, red. And not so bloody red, I will select this theme color for 20% lighter. It will look better. And the same for green, not so bright green, again 20% lighter for this funnel. And the same way for our bar chart, I will columns, select columns, colors, and use this 20% lighter red. And for each chart, each line graph, so leads are green, it remains green. Presentation will be yellow. Lines, lines, colors, and switch it to yellow. Dynamics, orange, and contracts, red. Here I select this main color for the line, but for the building, it automatically it's lighter, and finally it looks good enough. One small point: when we changed this color theme, our titles became small and light gray, almost invisible. Let's fix this bug. I go to my formatting, general, title, and text color. Text color I will make it not 100% black, 20% black lighter, and 14 point. And again here 14, dynamics. Here I wanted to fix it, dynamics in this title. For leads, there are some other ways how to set these parameters for all the elements, but I will show you another option later. But today we will start from basic functions and fix it manually for each chart. And remember where this function located. And now I have finished my dashboard. So the next stage of color coding. And the last point. Here, this dashboard was brighter. Now I have a lighter version. But when I select salesperson, I see this panel displaying only his or her indicators. But here, when I select Alex, I see the whole value and highlighted Alex sales inside the common value, common funnel. And I want to go through this view, like zoom in into this person. And how to do it? I go to my view section at the format section at the ribbon and edit interaction. And here I can set the parameters and interaction between this bar chart. So how it works when I filter this bar, and let me show this icon. But by default, I have a highlight, so it's highlighted inside. But if I will select filter, I will display only data related to Maria, related to Alex. So first step, I will select my chart, which works as a filter, and for the rest, I can turn them off, any filtration, but really I don't need it. And I edit my interaction from bar chart to the funnel chart and change it from highlight to filter mode. And when I finished, I press this button again at the ribbon. So I left this mode, this view. And now it works as the same way as my example. So now I finish my simple dashboard, and what I wanted to show you, how this interaction works, and how simple is it to do it. It's even simpler than PowerPoint or Microsoft Excel, and in my opinion, it's really simpler rather than Tableau. Sometimes people say that Tableau is the most beautiful business intelligence tool, but I wanted to show that using Power BI we have the same capabilities and even more, and we are able to create such advanced visualizations. And later I will show you other tips and tricks how to use advanced visualization. So now I have finished my basic agenda of this lesson, and I'm ready to answer your questions. I go back to our chart, and so it's our Q&A session. I'll get back to my phone to read the comments from the screen. 1 second. I'm back. And I'm reading it. Okay, so I understand that it's our first stream. Oh. Our first stream, and it's I understand. It's one of my first public experience. And for all who are watching our recording, I hope that it was useful for you. And if it will be demanded, I will continue my online sessions for you and share these basic features or advanced features of Power BI according to your request. So my original idea was to combine this agenda according to your feedback, and I hope that you will give your feedback maybe later, and I will prepare the next lesson according to your needs. So, but finally, our 1 hour lesson is finishing. Hope it was good. Thank you, Vadim. And have a good luck. Stay safe. Bye.